Let's take a look at how they are protecting American president because of the fear. Let's take a look. I want you to watch this video before I continue. Watch this video. They have never protected American president in this serious way before. American president normally fly with one or two aircraft accompanying him to wherever he's going to. Not in this high magnitude, not in these huge numbers that are currently giving him security. That is to tell you that the president is not happy. No matter how much they try to protect him, he can never be happy because he's already guilty of something. The guilt in him is what is making them to give him this high level security. Even with this level of security, the president is so much scared. That is why it's always good to live a life free of evil. You don't need to do evil. Because the moment you start doing evil, a day will come where you start thinking, could it be those evil that I've done in the past that are chasing after me? Does it mean evils of the past are what is now hunting me down now? That is what is happening to President of America. The level of security by land or by air is so alarming. You saw the way the private jet, different kind of jet, security jet, military, whatever, left, right, and center, everywhere. Even at that, the president is still not comfortable. That's why it's better. They say good name is better than riches. Now I beginning to understand why they say good name is better than riches. I now understand. So let's try to live a life where we will not be after people and people will not be after us. That is the best way to live this life and live a life without any kind of having fear. So the whole claim to be the world president, the world number one, is now having this kind of bodyguard, escorts, and all that while traveling. How long can they sustain this? How long can they sustain this? The president of America should be somebody who the whole world or who some countries should at least emulate when it comes to doing what is right. But reverse is the case. Reverse is the case. Okay, now let me ask this question. If there are Americans here, if there are Americans following me, I want to ask you guys, would anyone take away the president of America and go scot-free? If America would not want anyone to do that to them, why are they doing it to people? We should learn to treat people with empathy. Do to others what you would want others to do to you. America wouldn't want anyone to take away their president. Why are they unaliving other president of other countries? Why are they doing it? Since they know that these things are very bad, why are they doing it to people? They know that if you do it to them, they will not take it. They will do everything possible to make sure they bring those who are involved to book. Why don't they also expect the same thing from people they have done it to? Those they have done it to, they should at least expect the same thing from them. Because life should be all about what you give, should be what you should expect. You cannot take away any country's leader and expect these countries to go to their bedroom and be crying without reacting. They say every action has a reaction. That is it. Every action has a reaction. No matter how lazy you are, no matter how weak you are, there are limits to what someone should do to you. When they do these things to you, you must at some point in time rise up and fight them back. Even if you do not have strength, you must fight. At least people will know that you fought for this thing. You can't just fold your hands, or because you are scared, because you don't want to buy. At the end of the day, the whole things that we are scared of will still end up happening to us. The most unusual thing that you are scared of in this life, that I don't want this thing to happen to me, are things that normally happens to us. So we must be ready to deal with things like this, and we must be ready never to shy away when reality hits us. That is what Iran is currently facing. Iran has had it up to here, so they do not have any choice than to fight back. That's what they are planning to do. So American government, well, I'm not an Iranian, but I don't support injustice. Like I've always said, I don't support injustice. A supreme leader of a country is not someone that you should just unalive and you then be gallivanting and you'll be proud and you'll be saying it here and there. That is my take. What you would not want others to do to you, don't do it to others. It's as simple as that.